Hello, and welcome to Geek Fun Facts Online. Today, we're diving into something that's literally the foundation of our modern world, concrete. But we're not just talking about any concrete. We're exploring how a technological revolution, powered by artificial intelligence, is making this essential building material greener. The construction industry is at a crucial point, needing to build more while protecting our planet. I might just be the key to squaring that circle, transforming concrete from an environmental challenger into a sustainable champion. Stick around to find out how AI is heralding a greener future for construction. So, why does concrete need a green makeover? Well, traditional concrete, or more specifically, the Portland cement that binds it, has a pretty hefty environmental footprint. Imagine this. About 8% of all global carbon dioxide emissions come from making cement. That's huge! This happens because making cement involves heating limestone to super high temperatures, a process called calcination, which releases a ton of CO2. And it's not just emissions. Conventional concrete production also gobbles up natural resources, like sand, gravel, and limestone, which can mess with habitats and biodiversity. Plus, all the energy used to quarry, process, and transport these materials adds to its environmental impact. Concrete is everywhere, but its traditional form comes at a considerable cost to our planet. But here's where things get exciting. The construction sector is going digital, and artificial intelligence is leading the charge. AI is like a super smart assistant that can sift through massive amounts of data, spot complex patterns, and make intelligent predictions. This is a game changer for construction, bringing new efficiencies and innovations. Especially in materials science, AI is like a turbo boost for discovering and developing new materials with better properties and a smaller environmental footprint. And that's exactly what we need to tackle the sustainability issues with materials like concrete. One of the main ways to make concrete more sustainable is to use less traditional cement. And guess what? AI is a whiz at finding alternatives. AI algorithms can scan vast databases of material properties and scientific papers to identify and assess all sorts of supplementary cementitious materials, or SCMs for short, and recycled components. Think of industrial byproducts like fly ash, which is a residue from burning coal, or slag from steel manufacturing. These can replace a portion of the cement, directly cutting down the carbon footprint. Researchers are even using AI to find new uses for waste materials, like old ceramic tiles, bricks, or pottery, turning them into reactive bits in concrete. This means less landfill waste and less need for new raw materials. I can even predict how these alternative materials will perform, making sure our green concrete is also strong and durable. Okay, so we have these new ingredients. How do we mix them perfectly? Traditionally, designing a concrete mix was a lot of trial and error, time-consuming and wasteful. Enter AI, specifically machine learning. Machine learning algorithms can analyze huge data sets about material properties, mix proportions, how it's cured, and its performance. Things like strength and durability. With all this info, I can predict the perfect recipe for a specific job. This algorithmic approach means we can develop concrete mixes that do exactly what we need them to, while being as eco-friendly as possible. I can tweak the amounts of cement, water, aggregates, and those SCMs we talked about to reduce cement content, which lowers both the carbon footprint and the cost. Some AI systems even do something called inverse design. Engineers tell the AI what properties they want, say, a certain strength, low carbon footprint, and within a budget. And the AI works backward to create the best mix using recycled and alternative materials. It's all about smarter, more efficient use of resources. The big sustainability challenge with concrete is its carbon footprint. AI tackles this head-on by helping design and use low-carbon concrete. By optimizing those mixed designs to include more SCMs like fly ash and slag, which have less embodied carbon than Portland cement, AI significantly slashes CO2 emissions from concrete production. In fact, early results from AI-driven formula discovery suggest we could cut concrete's carbon footprint by as much as 40% without sacrificing strength or durability. Sometimes, it even improves them. AI can also figure out the best locally available materials to use, which cuts down on emissions from transportation. And it doesn't stop there. AI can also make the concrete production process itself more energy efficient. A sustainable concrete structure isn't just about how it's made. It's also about how long it lasts and how much maintenance it needs. AI is a star player here too. Imagine sensors embedded in concrete structures, tracking things like temperature, moisture, and stress in real time. AI-powered systems can analyze this data to predict when and where deterioration might happen and suggest maintenance before it becomes a big problem. This predictive maintenance extends the life of buildings and bridges, reduces the need for major, resource-intensive repairs, and saves materials and energy over time. Plus, a well-maintained structure is safer. AI tools are also being developed for life cycle assessment, or LCA. This gives a full picture of concrete's environmental impact, from digging up raw materials to demolition or recycling. With AI and LCA, we can make much smarter decisions for sustainable design from start to finish. To be truly sustainable, the concrete industry needs to embrace a circular economy where waste becomes a resource. AI is boosting these efforts. AI systems with image recognition and machine learning can efficiently sort construction and demolition waste. This helps recover high-quality recycled aggregates and other materials that can go into new concrete mixes. This means we conserve natural resources and send less waste to landfills. I can also predict how concrete made with recycled content will perform long-term, giving manufacturers more confidence to use these eco-friendly options. Making concrete and its ingredients uses a lot of energy. But AI algorithms can optimize different stages of production to cut down on that energy consumption. For example, in cement plants, AI can fine-tune kiln operations, adjusting temperature and fuel feed in real time to improve efficiency and use less fuel. AI can also streamline production schedules and logistics, further reducing energy waste. Every bit of energy saved helps reduce the overall environmental impact. This isn't just theory. AI-driven, sustainable concrete is already making a difference in the real world. For instance, Meta, the company behind Facebook, teamed up with the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and a concrete supplier called Ozinga. They used AI to develop low-carbon concrete for Meta's data centers, reportedly cutting the carbon footprint by 40% compared to what's usually used in the region, all while meeting strength needs. These mixes used a lot less cement, replacing up to 70% with fly ash and slag. Then there's MIT, where researchers are using AI to scan scientific literature and material databases to find new cement alternatives, even from waste like ceramics. Companies like Concrete.ai are using AI to optimize ready-mix and precast concrete production, aiming for big carbon reductions. And a European initiative called the Reincarnate Project uses AI to transform construction waste into sustainable building blocks, focusing on that inverse design idea we mentioned earlier. These examples show AI isn't just a lab experiment. It's delivering practical, sustainable concrete solutions right now. The future of AI and sustainable concrete looks even brighter. Imagine self-healing concrete. AI-driven materials science could lead to concrete that autonomously repairs small cracks, making structures last much longer with less maintenance. We could also see personalized construction, where AI tailors concrete mixes and building methods for each unique project, optimizing everything from performance to cost and sustainability. Digital twins, AI-powered virtual copies of structures, could monitor building health in real time throughout their entire life. Advanced robotics guided by AI could place concrete more precisely, reduce waste, and make construction sites safer. And AI will keep finding even more sustainable materials for concrete. As AI gets smarter and we get more data, its role in creating net-zero construction and a circular economy will only grow. Now, it's not all smooth sailing. There are challenges to widely adopting AI in sustainable concrete. AI models need a lot of high-quality data to learn and make accurate predictions. But the concrete industry often has data that's fragmented, inconsistent, or just not available. Developing and using sophisticated AI also requires specialized skills, which can be a hurdle for some companies. The initial investment in AI software, hardware, and training can be hefty, especially for smaller businesses. Integrating AI with existing practices and standards is complex, and let's be honest, the construction industry can sometimes be slow to adopt new tech. Another thing is explainable AI. We need to understand how Asterisk AI makes its decisions, especially for safety-critical stuff like building design. And of course, we need to ensure AI is used fairly and transparently. But by working together, sharing data, developing user-friendly AI tools, and investing in training, we can overcome these hurdles. So, artificial intelligence isn't some far-off dream. It's here now, acting as a powerful catalyst to transform the concrete industry into something more sustainable and resilient. By using algorithmic design, AI gives us incredible tools to choose better materials, use less cement, cut carbon emissions, make structures last longer, and promote a circular economy for concrete. Yes, there are challenges, but with ongoing AI advancements and a growing industry commitment to sustainability, innovative concrete solutions are paving the way for a greener world. The journey to truly sustainable concrete is complex, but with AI as our guide, the path is clearer and more achievable than ever. We're literally building a greener tomorrow, one algorithm at a time. That's all for this episode of Fun Facts Online. I hope you found this dive into AI and sustainable concrete as fascinating as I did. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might be interested in how technology is shaping a more sustainable future. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you in the next one.